Welcome to the video. Today we're taking a look at 3 highly underrated yet incredibly valuable gold farming spots that every player should know about. With the Burning Crusade right around the corner, now is the time to stack as much gold as possible. You'll need it, especially if you're planning to pick up your flying mount, which costs a massive 6,000 gold, plus all the other expensive upgrades waiting in Outland. These farms will help you get there. Let's dive in. For our first spot in today's video, we're heading out to the Western Plaguelands, deep into the eerie and often overlooked Weeping Cave. This place is a hidden gem for gold farmers, and despite being in the game since Classic launched, it still remains one of the most underrated locations you can farm. Our main target here is the recipe, Greater Nature Protection Potion. This recipe has held strong value for years because it's useful in multiple encounters and still sees solid demand on most servers. What makes it even better is the fact that very few players actually farm it, which means competition is usually extremely low. On top of that, some hunters still need it for their old class quest, which gives the market a steady and reliable demand over time. Once you enter the cave, you'll notice the mob variety immediately. You'll be fighting slimes, rotting behemoths, and decaying horrors, and all of these mob types except the slimes have a chance to drop the recipe. This means the entire cave becomes a full clear opportunity rather than a spot where you only target 1 or 2 specific mobs. But even if the recipe refuses to drop, the farm still delivers value. These mobs drop herbs, rune cloth, vendor trash, and a good number of green items that you can sell or disenchant. So you're never walking away empty-handed. If you arrive and notice that there aren't many behemoths or decaying horrors up, which can happen depending on other players or respawn timers, you can shift your focus to the slimy oozes in the area. These mobs drop oozing bags, which are surprisingly profitable. Inside them, you can pull the disgusting oozling pet, one of the most iconic and valuable pets in the game. A single oozling can sell for a significant amount of gold on most servers, making every bag exciting. Now, if you have gathering professions, this spot becomes even stronger. Miners can find thorium veins inside the cave itself, adding passive gold every time you do a lap. Herbalists get access to plague bloom and dream foil spawns around the entrance and the immediate outer area of the cave. These herbs alone can be worth the trip depending on your server's economy. What makes the Weeping Cave so powerful is how many different income sources it stacks together. A rare, valuable recipe with low competition, consistent herb and cloth drops, thorium nodes for miners, random green items and potential disenchant value, and the high-value jackpot from oozing bags and the disgusting oozling. Even when you're having bad luck with the recipe drop, everything else around you keeps your gold per hour steady and reliable. It's the perfect example of a farm that pays you in many different ways. And those types of farms are the ones that stay valuable long-term. Our second farming spot for today is also located in the Eastern Plaguelands. This is a flexible and open-world farm that can be done across several areas of the map. Here we're farming larval acid, an item dropped by carrion devourers and carrion grubs. Larval acid has steady demand because it's used in crafting, and it often sells well due to limited competition. On the north side of the zone, you'll find the carrion devourers, which have the highest drop rate at around 7% for larval acid. Further south, you'll find carrion grubs, with a slightly lower but still solid 5% drop chance. Because both types of mobs are spread across wide areas, you can move freely while farming, allowing you to farm continuously with very little downtime. One of the biggest advantages of this farm is everything you can gather along the way. Herbalists can pick up dream foil, plague bloom, and even black lotus in this zone. These herbs alone can add significant extra gold per hour depending on your server's market. Miners can also find thorium veins, especially in the northern parts of the map. Rich thorium deposits have a chance to drop arcane crystals, adding even more value to the route. Overall, this is a strong and consistent gold farm for every class. You're farming mobs with solid drop chances, gathering high-value herbs, mining thorium, and moving through an open zone with very little competition. Even if larval acid doesn't drop immediately, the herbs, ore, and random greens make this farm worthwhile. This is one of those spots that rewards players who like constant movement and multiple income sources at the same time. For our last spot today, we're heading to the Noxious Glade in Eastern Plaguelands. This farm can also be done in the Fungal Vale, since both areas share very similar mob types and resource spawns. These zones are filled with undead humanoid enemies, and they're packed with gathering opportunities, making them strong all-around farming locations for every class. The main reason we're here is to farm the recipe, Greater Shadow Protection Potion. This recipe drops from the undead humanoid mobs in both the Noxious Glade and the Fungal Vale. The potion is valuable. It's used in multiple encounters, and not many players farm this recipe, so when it appears on the auction house, it usually sells fast. In addition to the recipe, the humanoid mobs also give Argent Dawn reputation. You earn 5 reputation per kill. This helps players working on quests such as Argent Call, the Noxious Glade, or anyone progressing their Argent Dawn, standing before endgame content. These zones are also excellent for gathering professions. You can find thorium veins and rich thorium deposits, Black Lotus, very valuable and always in demand, Plague Bloom Mountain Silver Sage. There are 5 rich thorium spawn points in this area, giving miners a strong bonus income. Herbalists have multiple profitable herb spawns, with Black Lotus being the highlight. One lotus can spawn behind the chest on the lower right side of the area, which is a high-value spot to check. There are 3 chest spawn locations in the area, and these can contain potions, crafting materials, herbs, and even rare items. The humanoid mobs also drop valuable greens, vendor items, and crafting mats, giving solid bonus income even if the recipe doesn't drop right away. His farm offers gold from recipe drops, reputation gains, herbs, thorium, and chests, all in a compact, efficient zone. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gold-making guides.